All right, we're going to do a deep dive into Rivian. I think Rivian can be the next best competitor to Tesla. I've driven Rivians. I know people at Rivian. They say the build quality is tenfold way better than Tesla. It's at $9. It IPO'd at $100. I'm investing in Rivian now because I think they have a lot of upside. Now, if I play call options, I can make a lot of friggin' money, which is what I'm planning to do in addition to just straight up buying the stock. Now, at $9, if this even goes to 20, 30, or $40, the potential, the profits are massive, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find the little gems. And if you think about it, what other EVs do you see on the road that are at such a small market cap, so beaten down? This thing has been falling and falling and falling and falling, but yet there's vehicles on the road and the customers love it. And the price is competitive. I'm going to show you in today's video, in this deep dive, all the reasons why I think Rivian can be up there with Tesla, possibly, but definitely the price should go up. Let's dig in. All right, so the first thing I want to look at is vehicles sold. I want to see if they're competitive to Tesla at the current market valuation, right? So we can see right here, Rivian had a strong 2023, 135% increase in production, 147% increase in deliveries. The numbers are going up. 57,000 vehicles sold. Now remember, this is a young company. The first vehicle was sold in 2021, Tesla 2008. So they're doing very well, and they're increasing. I'm going to show you a bunch of stats. Let's take it step by step here. In Q3 2023, Rivian more than doubled its production and deliveries. 16,000 battery-powered vehicles produced and more than 36,000 deliveries. Some stats here on Rivian's website. The company produced almost 14,000 vehicles at its manufacturing facility and delivered 13,500. So pretty much almost delivered what it produced. Now looking at Q1 of 2024, we could see that 386,000 vehicles were sold by Tesla. Okay, now that's a big difference compared to Rivian's at only 14,000. So in the same quarter, Tesla is absolutely annihilating them. But Tesla began selling its first car in 2008, like I said, Rivian in 2021. So there's just a grind there. It just has to start somewhere. It has to go up. But we're getting Rivian at such an extreme discount. This thing can fall to $6, $7, $8. But I think at this level, it makes sense to finally start dollar cost averaging in, and for me to place my bet that I think Rivian, because cars are on the street, I don't think they're going to go bankrupt. What the customers are saying is all positive, like annihilating Tesla. This is the most competitive vehicle to the Cybertruck, right? Tesla has the Cybertruck, that's their only truck vehicle. Rivian, this is their truck vehicle. This is the R1T. They have a few in their lineup, R1S, R2, and R3, which I think is coming soon. R1T, 70,000 it's starting at. Cybertruck, let's see, 60,000 for the rear-wheel drive. So the Cybertruck is actually cheaper, and that's mostly because they have this great facility, this production line where they could save costs, and they've done it over time. So price will come down, but the Rivian probably has so much more tech behind it. I mean, the build quality, the interior, the panels, like everything from what I hear from customers is just way better than Tesla. So another thing I want to look at is the financials. So we could see where Rivian was trading at all the way up here, 178. It did spike. It had a crazy run. I remember when EVs were popping in 21. So it IPO'd at about $100, ran all the way up to 180, almost doubled up, and then it was just short heaven, right? Everyone was shorting it, just going down, 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 down. It flatlined here at 13, started pumping to 26. Nice little 3Xer, sold off again. So now we're down to the 9s, and this is where I'm looking at it yet again. I was an early investor in 2021. I did trade it. I made some good gains. I got out before the dump because EV, the sectors where everything was rotating from EV to something else. Now, is it coming back? A lot of attention on Tesla with all the AI news, right? And Rivian just makes such a great vehicle. So we do have earnings coming up. May 7th on a Tuesday for the period ending March 24th. I think these earnings are going to do quite well. Earnings estimate $1.16 billion. or revenue negative on earnings still. So they're making a lot of revenues, but losing on earnings. If they could go positive on earnings, that would be incredible. I don't think they will, but I do think the news is going to be positive because they are so beaten down. Last quarter, they slightly missed, but every quarter before that, great numbers, like green, which is why the stock was trying to bounce around. When they first started, horrible numbers, really horrible numbers, missed by a lot. And then you see once we went green on earnings, we started picking up. This might be a great bottom right now. So to wrap it up, to summarize everything, I do think that Rivian is probably one of the best competitors to Tesla. Yes, this thing could still fall even further down, but I will start to dollar cost average. I've already bought my long-term position. I'm in at like $9.40 or 30 cents. I'll be buying more at $9. I'll probably buy a little bit after this video because the market's still open. And I think that they will start to pump. And I'm going to get in now while it's beaten down, while everyone's scared. Commenters might say, no, it's going to zero because they're shorting. And that's what I want. I want a lot of fear. I want a lot of short positions because if they pop off with good news, good earnings, shorts will get smoked. This thing will start pumping up. We also have a gap to close here to 15. So that could be a nice short-term trade from 9 to 15 as well. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you've driven a Rivian, if you know anyone with a Rivian, your thoughts about the stock. Obviously, it doesn't look good, but this might be the turning point. Also, I have a Patreon. I put out alerts every time I buy. So if you do want to see my Rivian positions, when I buy, when I sell, and when I add, all that goes on my Patreon. Just goes, it's a notification right to your phone. Anytime I do anything with my portfolio, you get a notification. So check that out. Link is in my bio. It's to my Patreon, my buy and sell alerts, if you're interested. Let's go Rivian. Let's go Tesla as well. All EV, even though I'm not the biggest fan of EV, but they're going to be around. They're not going nowhere. All right. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for watching.